All right, shalom, shalom, and good morning. Boaz here. Welcome to the company. Well, what I wanted to talk about today was something very important, uh, and this is having to deal with the notion of the concept of being resourceful. Uh, what does it mean to be resourceful? How are resourceful people viewed and valued when it comes to any collective in society as a whole? You can be resourceful when it comes to your ability to access resources, uh, having a skill set, uh, having time to contribute to a purpose, to a goal of any collective. And I give the perfect example of a job, right? Uh, most jobs, uh, or a lot of jobs, I would say, especially in today's day and age, you see all these people getting laid off, is because they're not resourceful. They don't serve any purpose to the organization, or they've outlived their purpose to the organization. So therefore, they get laid off. I've been there. Uh, However, in my job in particular, implementing software systems, I did not have the kind of jobs in corporate America as to where you can bullshit your way through the job. Because a lot of jobs today, especially municipal jobs, especially government jobs, and this is why all these people getting laid off. You can pretty much get a job, right? Just show up, do the minimum, and and retire and go on about your way. Uh, and that's just how that is. However, in corporate America, uh, especially in the job that I had, there was no such thing as showing up and bullshitting your way. You had to produce. You had to be resourceful. There was no way in the implementation world where you can bullshit your way through such a job. You had to be resourceful. So, with over 10 years experience in that field, it trained my mind to make sure that whatever I'm doing, wherever I'm a part of, that I'm being resourceful, that I'm being a valued asset, that I can give more than I can take. And that's not the mentality of a lot of people today. A lot of people today, they come to you with the attitude of a taker. We have the taker mentality, where somebody will come to you and they feel as though they're entitled to what you have simply because they exist, and they don't want to be in a situation as to where they're adding value. Their goal, because they feel entitled, they feel as though uh, uh, life didn't give them whatever break or whatever it is that they could have that they should have had. So therefore, they go through life saying, "How can I take? How can I take?" Because they're entitled. You see. And we're living in a world now that's just not going to be tolerated by anybody. It's the age old saying, if you are not useful, you are useless. And unfortunately, we have a lot of useless people running around, a lot of entitled people running around. I mean, you see it with the Section 8 benefits being cut. You see it with the EBT. You got people getting up on camera. I mean, it's just amazing, saying that they're entitled to free shit. They are literally entitled to free shit just because of their situation, or just because of their skin color, or just because of the situation, or whatever it is that they have. They honestly, genuinely believe that someone is obligated to give them something just because they exist. And again, these thought processes are going to be literally vanquished because, like I said before, I'm a political atheist. I just don't care about Republican, Democrat, Trump, Biden. They're all lies and thieves, in my opinion. But you'll always have, just like politicians or celebrity people, or religious people, they have to do they have to do some good. They can't not do uh, any good whatsoever. And a policy that they may have, it may be good, even though they're not doing it for righteous or honest uh, reasons. They're doing it because they have to give that persona that they're do-gooders. I mean, Truth and Entity did an excellent video yesterday talking about the notion that the Catholic Church, they giving billions of dollars to hundreds of millions of dollars to homeless people and charities and causes and stuff, because they have to do it. There's a certain degree that they have to do in order to keep up with the notion that they're doing good, even though the overall organization is evil. I mean, I couldn't put my service to people up against the Jehovah's Witnesses or the Catholic Church or the most evil of corporations, because they've helped out people. They've genuinely helped out people. So, you got to understand that these are the dynamics that's going on in society today. And when it comes to people. So what you want to do as an individual is you want to make sure that you're being a valued asset, that you're a resource, that you are resourceful, because that puts you in a situation as to where you're a valued asset, that you're not a drainer of resources, because again, in this day and age, it's a very much a turn off to deal with someone or to be around someone that you just get this feeling that all they want to do is come and take. Don't be a taker. Be a person that is resourceful, not only to yourself but to others.